Hi, in this video we are taking a look at the original Sony Xperia 1 from 2019. Is it still a good phone in 2022 and should you still buy one? Let's start with the price. You can find them for around 150 to 200 euros and I think that's a really good price for a really nice phone. It has a glass front and back and it feels really nice in the hand, and I really like the build of the phone. However, it is made of glass, so you might need a case for it, because if you drop glass it's probably gonna break. And also the buttons on the side, they feel pretty okay when you have no case on it, but when you have a case on it, it's really annoying to click the fingerprint sensor on the side. It's not really good. It only recognizes me 50% of the time, and sometimes it doesn't recognize me at all, and then I have to insert the pin, which can sometimes be really annoying. It also has a large 21:9 screen, so it looks really tall and it's really good when you're scrolling through apps because you see more content, which is something that I really like. It is a 4K display, it is only 60 Hz, but for me that isn't a problem, and it is a really nice screen, very high resolution. However, in extremely bright sunlight it is a little bit hard to see, but it's still a really good display. One thing that I also like about the display is the LED notification light on top. You can see when it's charging or when you have a notification, there will be a small light on the top. And a lot of phones these days don't have it. The phone has a Snapdragon 855, 6 GB of RAM, a triple camera on the back, which is an ultra wide, a wide and a telephoto. And it also has the Cinema Pro app for video recording. There is, however, no headphone jack on the phone, which is really disappointing in my opinion. The newer Xperias, like the 1 Mark II, 1 Mark III and the 1 Mark IV, do have a headphone jack, but this older one doesn't. However, it does have a USB-C port, which is really nice, and you can easily open the SIM card slot and put a micro SD card in it for expandable storage. The battery life on this phone isn't the best. It is still pretty decent and you can probably get through a day if you don't use it too much. But if you are going to take a lot of photos or videos, or if you do a lot on your phone, you might need to charge it through the day or you need a power bank. There's also a speaker on the bottom and I think it is fine. It's not great, it's nothing special, but it's also not terrible. The camera on this phone is really interesting. So like I said, it has 3 cameras. The ultra wide, the normal and the telephoto. The telephoto is 2 times. The photos are pretty good. Not amazing, but I definitely think it's good enough. Not as good in my opinion as the Pixel, but that's also maybe a little bit of personal preference. And it also has a camera shutter button, which is something that I really like. I think it's nice to have something to press, and you can half press to focus and then fully press to take a picture. And then you can use the volume buttons to zoom in or out, or you can set them for volume or for taking a photo in the settings. The video quality is decent, it isn't anything special, but what I really do like is the Cinema Pro app. Unfortunately, you can't change the settings while you are recording, so you have to change them before recording, and there is no automatic mode. So once you hit record, the exposure is locked and you can't change it. But I really like the Venice color science. It gives a really nice look and it almost looks like it is shot on a cinema camera, and I think that's really impressive for a phone this size. Of course it isn't going to be as amazing in low light. I have noticed that the phone can overheat or get a little bit slow when recording in 4K, but this isn't an issue in 1080p. This is also the last Sony phone with 960 FPS ultra slow motion, which is a really cool feature, and it's disappointing that they don't have it on the newer models, but this one has it, so you can get some really cool shots. Low light performance isn't the best, I've seen much better. I don't think the camera is amazing. For example, a Pixel 2 or 3 will get better low light results than this one. I really like the camera app. I think it's really nicely designed and it's easy to switch between photo and video mode and switch between lenses. It also has full manual control. Sadly, that only works on the main lens and not on the ultra wide or on the telephoto lens. However, I think the manual control in the camera is really cool, and also the shutter speed can go all the way up to 30 seconds, so you can capture some amazing low light photography when you put the phone on the tripod. Sadly, there is no time-lapse mode. The software is sadly on Android 11. It would have been nice to see Android 12, but on the other hand it's also nice that the phone still feels fast. The software on the phone is only Android 11, which is a little bit disappointing, but it's still fine. I haven't seen any bugs or any glitches. It works perfectly fine, no issues at all, and I really like the Xperia Android experience. There isn't a lot of customization, so it feels a little bit like stock Android, which is something that I really like. So I think the software, the support isn't really good, but it is stable. Should you buy it in 2022? I think for the price it's a great option if you want a phone that has a large and good display, expandable memory and a decent camera, but the software support isn't really good because it's only on Android 11. Also, the fingerprint sensor is a bit annoying in my opinion. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, comment something down below or hit the like or subscribe button.